Gateway Transitional Care Center helps patients overcome accidents, illnesses, and other health obstacles. And KPVI News That Works For You journalist Kate Gardner tells us how a trip to Yellowstone National Park helped their patients escape the monotony of everyday life in medical care.
Oh my God.
It's the oldest national park in the United States, and for some residents at Gateway Transitional Care Center in Pocatello, it's the first time they've seen it with their own eyes.
We saw mountains, we saw waterfalls, the water going down the river.
All those views were just on the drive to the park. Nearly 10 years ago, Gateway took a similar trip with its residents at the time.
We brought 8 patients with us, and within a year, approximately 7 of those patients had passed away. So at that time, it made me real happy to think that I was able to give them an opportunity for one last trip.
This time around, Buck and 4 other Gateway residents woke up early, loaded in a van, and made their way to the park to escape the everyday routine, or at least part of it.
That was taking our medication, making sure we're staying healthy.
A handful of Gateway employees and their families make sure the residents are happy and healthy so they can focus on taking in all the views Yellowstone has to offer. The pinnacle of the trip is waiting for Old Faithful to go off. Residents of Gateway are inside right now where it's a little bit more warm, but they should be able to see the geyser go off in just a few minutes. And for Buck, the wait was worthwhile.
Getting ready to blast off. And then it started going up in the air. I had a fun trip. This is like the wild trip I ever been to.
Putting together a vacation for the residents is a lot of work for the Gateway staff. And while experiencing all the sights at Yellowstone is great, it's not what makes the trip worthwhile.
We camp a lot as a family, so I always get to see all this cool stuff. But for a lot of these guys, it's their first time, so it's just cool how excited they are to simply go and look at the water or the trees. So it's pretty cool.
In Yellowstone, Kate Gardner, KPVI News That Works For You.
Now, the Gateway trip to Yellowstone spanned over 2 days, and tomorrow you'll meet one resident who says the relationship between patients and faculty is more like family than business. That's tomorrow on KPVI News at 5.